What's going on, everyone? SconzE here with One Piece Pirate Warriors 3. We're finishing up the Summit War Marineford. I'm hoping we get to play as Ace, maybe? No. Play as Crocodile again. Buggy, Luffy, Ivankov. Oh, you can play as Boa Hancock? That's weird. Why? I mean, I guess because she does help, but... all these guys are level 1s, though. What even... Let's say we were... Actually, no. I wouldn't even want to play as Whitebeard because of, like, the height they give him in this game. Disgusting. Say we're to play as Boa Hancock. How... What's the highest level we could get her to? 34... I don't know that... Yeah, I mean, it probably would be enough. I don't know, though. Like, I mean, look at the stats in comparison to, like, if we play as Luffy or Crocodile. I think we'll go Crocodile again, the Marineford MVP. I would play as the other ones, but it's like, it's just... I don't want to have to repeat, you know, if we, like, lose anything, so... Let's see... Do we have any of these? How do you even get these? Like, what do you do? Like, does it show where you get them? No, what would I have to Google them? 7 Warlords of the Sea, break level. Alright. Oh, wait. Obtain 15 Impel Down Jailer. See, like, it shows us that, well... Alright, I guess it doesn't show us exactly how to get it. Whatever. Setting sail. Let's go, Croc. You know, Pirate Warriors 4 you can play as Ace during the Marineford story part. Not this, though, sadly. Dude, today, the Nintendo Switch 2 dropped, and, like, the prices, man. Nintendo, you cannot be getting away with it. Mario Kart 8, or not 8, just the new Mario Kart, what is it called, World Circuit, I don't know, whatever it's called, it's gonna be 80 bucks. 80 bucks for the new Mario Kart. Is that not insane? And that's digital. If you want the physical copy, it's 90 bucks. Like, they want people paying for the manufacturing cost. Is that not insane? Like, we thought $70 games were a lot. Like, video games over time always increase in price. But you know what? Nintendo's always trailing behind, normally, because it's, you know, it's Nintendo. They're supposed to be like the alternative game thing that's like fun, a little bit cheaper, and... Not anymore. Now they're the pioneers of video game pricing. They're taking the lead. Because now if Nintendo's making Mario Kart 80 bucks, oh, you bet your ass GTA 6 is going to be $100. Like, no fucking way, bros. And all other games are going to be mad expensive. Like, come on. Fuck. And then oh my gosh, to get Joy-Cons, like if you want to buy... more Joy-Cons if you're trying to play with like friends and shit. It's gonna be 90 bucks for the Joy-Con pack, you know, it comes with the 2 Joy-Cons. 90 bucks for 2 little pieces of plastic. Whoopee! Oh, you know, 2 little pieces of plastic with magnets on them. Because now the Joy-Cons connect to the Switch with a magnet. Wow, ain't that fancy? Like, who fucking cares? I actually like it. That seems more annoying. I think I'd prefer the Nintendo Switch one where you just slide it in. There was nothing wrong with it. Like, who cares? Now it's magnets. It locks in with magnets. Like, I think that's just, they're just being extra. One thing that's nice, though, I will say, is the, what's the damn thing called? The dock has a fan in it now to keep the Switch running cooler. And I gotta say, that's pretty huge. That's actually a great improvement, okay? So that's something that should be recognized. Game will now, instead of running at 60 FPS, they'll run at 120 FPS. Apparently, in the dock, game can run at 4K on the TV, supposedly. We'll see how true that is. I don't know. Seems like the Switch 2 is a big upgrade from the first one. The first one was really just like playing games on a tablet. Games would run like garbage, but it seems games should be running pretty well on this one. Supposedly, you know, I don't know, we'll see. And the Switch is going to be $450, the Switch 2, which, like, honestly, it's like, so you're buying Switch for $450, and now you gotta You gotta buy games and shit. But oh, for Mario Kart, if you buy the Mario Kart bundle, you get it for $500. So you save $30 on the Mario Kart game. Whoopee. Yeah, I don't know. Switch 2, everything looks good about it except the pricing. Everyone's been complaining about the pricing I've seen online and stuff, and rightfully so. It's just, it's wacky. It's wacky. Because, like, think about it. Switch 2, $450. A PS5, you could get the digital version, like, without just the disc drive, which most people prefer now because most people aren't even using discs anymore. You can get that for $400. So you can get a PS5 cheaper than a Nintendo Switch 2. Is that not insane? The one thing you could say is, well, Nintendo Switch you could play on the go. It's like, yay! But that was the whole problem with why the Nintendo Switch 1 ran like garbage. Is because instead of having a handheld thing like a DS and then a console like the Wii and shit, we combined the two. And so now it has less, you know, power and it runs like crap. Just make the two. Most people want DSs again. Like, at least a lot of people I know want to use, like, the DS again. I would so much prefer them to just have two separate things instead of the combination. I'd rather have a Nintendo console and a Nintendo handheld. I mean, that was what made Nintendo so great. We gotta fight Garp. Where'd he just pull up? Oh, is he here? Oh, he's here. Okay. Oh, we haven't saved Ace yet, that's right. Alright, so we gotta pass Garp, get to Ace. One thing I will say that's also good about the Nintendo Switch 2, it's not all hate, but I think it said it had 256 gigabytes of storage. Whatever it is, the Nintendo Switch 1 had 32, so you're going from 32 to 256, I think it was. It's 8 times the amount of storage. So now I can have more than 2 games on my Switch. Whoopee! Dude, I kid you not, like, on my Switch right now, all I have is Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Scarlet. I have nothing else. And Pokemon. Oh, we saved Ace. Nice. Cutscene happened. But, like, I cannot download anything else on my Switch. Like, at first, when the Switch first came out, you could have a couple games. Now you literally can only have 2. Because, well, unless you buy, like, a separate, like, memory card and shit to use, like the SD cards, whatever. But as me, who doesn't play the Switch as often and doesn't, you know, really care, I'm not gonna buy extra shit for it. And then with all the updates that happen for the Switch over time, the internal storage just gets brought to shit, and there's, like... It's like with, like, iPhones and stuff. As updates happen, it's like, huh, that's weird. I have 64 gigs of space, but it says 40 of it's being used for other. What the hell is other? Like, you know? You don't actually have that much space because of all the fucking download shit. Honestly, that's how shit should be advertised. Shit should be advertised as not how much space, including what's necessary, like data. It should just be only what your personal storage is. It should be advertised as personal storage space things. Such bullshit, man. It really is. What, I gotta help Ace defeat all these Marine dudes? Alright, that's fine. Wait, zombie? Dude, oh, I thought Moria's still in action? Doflamingo hasn't taken him out yet? Okay. I guess the pacifistas took him out. I think Doflamingo, like, surrounded him with, like, a bunch of pacifistas, I think, or something. Kind of crazy that they did get rid of Moria. Because Moria was loyal-ish. I mean, like, no pirate's truly loyal to the, you know, Navy or whatever. But, like, he showed up. He showed up, and... he did his thing. I feel like, did one of them not show? Were all the 7 warlords there? Or did one of them not show up? I feel like one of them wasn't there. Well, you know, Blackbeard, obviously, he was at Impel Down doing his thing. Because he was a warlord at that time. But who else? Because Boa Hancock was there. Crocodile was replaced. Gecko Moira was there. Doflamingo was there. Mihawk was there. Jinbei got put in Impel Down because he was against the war. I think you know what it was? Boa Hancock wasn't gonna show up, but then she went because of like Luffy. So maybe that's who I'm thinking of. Yeah, Nintendo Switch 2 though. Prices are gonna affect the video game world. That's for sure. You can expect all video games to start costing $80 now for other stuff, because if Nintendo can make Mario Kart $80, everyone else at PlayStation, Xbox, all their games, they're gonna be $80 now. You already know it. You already know it. Wait, I gotta defeat Aokiji? Oh, okay. Where is he? Is he down in that? He must be down bottom area. We'll just drift on by. Take care of him. Dude, you know, there's people think that... Oh, wait, can we even... I think we can get there, right? Oh, shit, wait. Alright, maybe if I'll go around. We'll go from up top. You know, let's just beat this guy while we're here. We're next to him, might as well. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, so Ace. So people, like, there's some people who are like, you know, oh, yeah, Ace is weak, whatever, he died Marineford. And then there's people who are smart, who realize that Ace actually, he would have survived, but he, like, not just because he was, beat by Akainu, whatever, Akainu. He started off in Marineford at, like, 1 HP. That Vivre card that Luffy had, the whole reason we knew Ace was in danger is because Luffy had the Vivre card and it was down to like nothing. And then the Boa Hancock's grandmother, or whatever, the elder of Amazonian Island, whatever they call it, I forget, Amazon Lily. Dude, she was like, who the fuck's card is that? Because they're literally dead. And Luffy's like, huh? She's like, yeah, what was the size of that thing when you get it? He's like, oh, it's a big folded piece of paper. And she's like, yeah, well, now it's a little shrivel paper. This bro is, like, dead. And that's the thing is, when Ace was in Marineford, his paper was, like, nothing. We saw Luffy had his little thing, and then it burned. Dude, if Ace was at full strength in Marineford, he would have made it out. Because, like, Ace, people don't realize, Ace is fucking, he's the 2nd Division captain of Whitebeard's Pirates. And not just because, oh, he just happened to be in that position. He also earned that position. I mean, dude, we all know how strong Jinbei is. And Ace and Jinbei fought for fucking, what was it, 7 days straight they fought? And that was back in the past. They're much stronger by that point in time. What else? Ace fucking fought Yamato. Like, they fought and they were, like, pretty even. And, like, Yamato clashing with fucking Kaido and shit. Like, in the new stuff, like, we know how strong Yamato is. Obviously, characters are stronger later on than they are in these past events. But the same goes for Ace. Ace isn't just fucking jerking around. He's still getting stronger, even if he's not exactly training. Because none of these characters are training. I think Jinbei's training, like, specifically, like, he's not like with Luffy, oh, I'm gonna train under Rayleigh and shit. Like, you know, it's not like he had a master trained under, you know, he just gets stronger through different fights and experience. Same thing with Yamato. Yamato, from the point with being with Ace to now, like, getting stronger just through her experiences, fighting, clashing with Kaido a lot, and this and that, like, all these characters. They get stronger, not, you know, without specific training and shit. But, like, you know, it's just... Some people think Ace was just weak, but, like, he's really not. He really wasn't. He would have survived. If he was at full strength, he would have survived. Give that man a senzu bean, he was making it out. Alright. Dude, even, like, the admirals in this game are short compared to 4. Because, like, he should be way taller as well. He should be, like, double our height. But he's not even double our height. He's just, like... He's, like, a quarter more height. About. Wait, he's taking no damage. What's happening here? Oh, because his power, his star power, whatever the fuck they call it in this game. Alright, he's almost dead though. Can we? Alright, Luffy, I wouldn't stand. Actually, you know what? Ace, don't stand there. I want you to live, bro. Ugh, cutscenes again cut me off. I was gonna say, in this timeline, Ace lives because we defeat Akainu, right? It's too late for the Fire Fist. Oh no! And Luffy's out of commission. Wait. What? Can you play as... Wait, are you even able to play as Luffy? Yeah, you are able to play as Luffy for this story, but how would you... What would you do? Because Luffy's just, like, dead at this point, pretty much. He's just like, ah, ha, 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 Ace. Honestly, the end of Marineford is kind of, wow, it is kind of crazy when you think about it. Because, wait, Whitebeard, you should be, oh no, he's not dead yet. Ace dies, Whitebeard dies. Oh, that's right. Shanks pulls up. I was like, how did everyone, like, get out of there, like, out of that situation without dying? And then he's like, that's right, Shanks pulls up, and he's like, Mr. Stop the War. I forget, there's like a meme online for a while, I forget. Mr. Here to Stop the War, or whatever the fuck they called him. It was funny, I forget exactly what they would say, but... Oh my gosh, and then Kobe was like, stop fighting! And then Akinu's gonna kill him, and then Shanks saves Kobe though, and he's like, boy, what you have done has just changed the course of history forever. For better or worse, your bravery just changed history and whatnot. So thanks to Kobe, Luffy lives, I guess, kind of. Or yeah, well, I guess it does. Do we have to beat Kizu? Defend the escape point to the end. I'm just gonna beat Kizu. I'm gonna assume that's gonna take care of things. Dude, you know, it's interesting how they introduced, well, I don't know if necessarily interesting is the word, but, you know, introducing hockey into One Piece, if they had not done that, Logias would just be, like, they basically had to figure out a nerf for Logias. Because up until hockey, there was just no way to, like, beat them. They're just elements. Like, Ace and Smoke are fighting, and Ace is like, fight between fire and smoke will just go on forever. It'll never end, because we can't hurt each other. And, you know, Crocodile only lost because, like, Luffy hit him with the water, and then it's like, oh no, I'm solid now. And it's like, alright. Kind of pretty dumb, but, you know, they had to get him beat somehow. Oh wait, Blackbeard's here now? Okay. And then also with Enel, that's right, Enel too. Luffy was only able to beat him because, like, Rubber, you know, fucking does not... It's a conductor of lecture, not conductor, it's a resistor, right? Yeah, it's a resistor! I know science things, whatever the terminology is. I know how rubber electricity work. I may just get the wording wrong, but I know the logistics behind it at the very least. Oh, hero power, that's what they call it. I see it over Burgess's head right now. Wee! That's what he says, right? He goes, wee! I can't believe, what did he get? He got the strong fruit or something, right? Eventually. And then Doc Q has the sickness fruit. Oh my, whoa. I just glitched under the fucking map. What else? I think the sniper dude, he got the teleport fruit, I think, if I'm remembering correct. And Shiryu of the Rain got Absalom's fruit. Which means Absalom is dead, so that's pretty sad. Sad for Moria specifically. I remember when he first pulled up, and also Whitebeard's done now. The cutscene just happened. When he first pulled up on, I think it's called Beehive, right? Blackbeard's island. He was just like, "Oh, Absalom," and then it turned out to be Devon. He was like, "Devon," and then he's like, "Where the fuck is Absalom?" And then they're just like, "Oh, well, about that. I mean, you'll probably like him even more now. You like corpses, right?" You could have him back. And Moria was like, "I'm about to like actually like rock everyone's shit." Until Whitebeard pulled up, and then Moria was like, "Oh, fuck." But he was, I mean, I gotta say, you gotta give Moria credit. He was pretty ballsy for showing up on Blackbeard's island. I mean, really, think about it. He just like pulls up with a zombie army, he's like, "Come on, let's do this shit." And then obviously it didn't work out for him, but give him credit. Even the Marines don't dare like touch that island. And Moria just did it solo, by himself. Credit where credit's due. Gotta give props to the man. Alright. Who is like defeat Teach? I guess we didn't defeat him? I thought we did. Oh! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, buddy. Hands off. Vagabond death for you, Teach. Dude, people always wonder what would happen if, Oh, where the fuck is he flying? Where'd he go? Oh. People always wonder what would happen if Kizaru fought, uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 no! Yeah! If Kizaru fought, Blackbeard. Because he's darkness and Kizaru's light. So it's like, I wonder how that would work. But then again, Kizaru's fruit's, I mean, Blackbeard's fruit's a little bit different. He can, like, negate Devil Fruit powers. Which, like, honestly, I guess, like, as the big bad of One Piece, if you were gonna give him any power, the power to get rid of powers is pretty huge. But then at the same time, that's only for, like, Devil Fruit users. So, like, I think, wouldn't technically someone like Zoro have a better advantage against him than someone like Luffy? And any other Logia users? Because Zoro doesn't rely on shit. Same thing like Mihawk and Shanks and, just basically all the Garp, yeah, all the non-Devil Fruit users. That's why, like, I'm a huge Devil Fruit fan. However, sometimes I think about it, it's like, characters who don't use Devil Fruits are kind of just better. Because think about it, they have no powers, and yet they still go toe-to-toe with Devil Fruit users and beat them majority of the time, too. Like, well, not all characters, but, you know, different characters, whatever. Point is, it's like, they're kind of, yeah, just better. Because imagine now giving them powers. Look how far they got without powers. Imagine giving them powers. How crazy would they be? You know? Like someone like Mihawk. Like, imagine you gave Mihawk, I don't know, let's just say the Flame Fruit, for example. So now he could do... Alright, cutscenes happen, Luffy cried. You know how it goes. But, like, imagine you give, like, Mihawk, like, the Flame Fruit. So now he's got these big, powerful slashes he does and stuff. But just, like, with fire effect on top of his slash effect. But, I don't, like, it's just, like... You know... I assume these characters would just be even more OP. It's kind of better, yeah. They're just kind of better than non-Devil Fruit characters. Because of how far they've come without it. Alright, so we're going on to the final chapter of this game. So I'm assuming each one of these things will be like an episode each. So I guess there'll be like 4 more episodes left in the series. But we will go back to Sabaody, return there, get on our ship, make our way to Fishman Island. We'll see you there. Peace out, bye-bye. And, you know, if you have any thoughts on the Nintendo Switch 2, let us know in the comments below. Alright, bye-bye.